And then I see one of the most disturbing stories. Now, this has been in the news now for 2 days, and ask yourself this question. Why isn't anyone talking about this? This is one of the most disturbing stories I have ever heard in my entire broadcast career. And that is this. The FCC has now decided that they need to monitor the newsrooms. They need to figure out how story selection works in the newsroom. And so the FCC is putting monitors in local radio stations, in local television stations, to monitor how stories are selected. But not just monitor to learn. No. Monitor to make sure that those stories are all in the public interest. You cannot allow the federal government into your local newsrooms. You cannot allow them to take over the local news. This is not happening in cable yet, but net neutrality is back. And so net neutrality is the way they're going to get through into the internet and onto cable. Do you see what's happening? They are taking over education. They are taking over media. Literally, not just co-opting them, not just saying, did you see what Robin Wright Penn said? Robin Wright, she was the woman from The Princess Bride. Robin Wright, she's now in House of Cards. She says D.C. is more corrupt than Hollywood. One of the details that caused her to arrive at such a conclusion reportedly came from a senior person in the Obama administration who told her, like on the show, reporters really do sleep with their D.C. sources. That apparently wasn't all she learned while researching what goes on in Washington, D.C. While researching her role as a powerful politician's wife, she just didn't reveal everything she was told. D.C. is more corrupt than Hollywood. It really is. It's more sleazy than Hollywood. How much infidelity goes on. It's more sleazy than Hollywood. And the reporters, this is the key, the reporters are sleeping with their sources. When we say the press is in bed with the politicians, we mean the press is in bed with the politicians. Woodrow Wilson started this in the 1900s, in the early 1900s. He started this cozy relationship. They used to be adversaries, and they didn't have a Washington press corps. Your local press would come out, and they would want to know what was going on. And so your local press would go out, and they were sent to be adversaries to keep these guys on the up and up. That's no longer the case. Why? Woodrow Wilson started the press club. He started the press club dinner. Let's get everybody together and have a big White House dinner. Let's bring them into the fold. Then Woodrow Wilson's team started the Council of Foreign Relations. Let's bring them into the fold. Let's bring all of the brightest minds along with all the brightest minds of the media, and we will have the brightest minds teach the brightest minds of the media how to teach it to the schlubs back home. It's not a conspiracy. The Council of Foreign Relations isn't a star chamber. It's simple. You are a worthless worm. You are too stupid to understand. The press understands because they're the educated elite, and they will take the marching orders from the people who speak at the Council of Foreign Relations, and the Council of Foreign Relations will teach the reporters what needs to happen, because what's really happening in the world. There's no nefarious people walking around. The people who are in the Council of Foreign Relations are not necessarily bad guys any more than the people who are outside of the Council of Foreign Relations are bad guys. The system is bad. The system was set up to put you on the outside. You need to be educated by those guys. Well, that's not what we set up. That's not what the founders set up. That's not our system. What is the rank of the United States of America with freedom of press? Think in your mind right now, what number are we? In all of the world, where do we rank currently, today, before the FCC has monitors in all of our newsrooms. And I want you to know, that's not a conspiracy theory. That is fact. They are putting monitors, FCC monitors, in our local newsrooms. Warning, America. Warning. So what is the rank that you think in your head right now? Say a number. What are there, 160 nations, 160 or 180 nations? Mm-hmm. Where do you think we rank on freedom of press in the world?
Well, because of the First Amendment, we got to be first or second, right?
I would think top five. I would say top five, because if I wouldn't be coming to you if it was number one, and I would think top five, maybe
top 10,
maybe top 10. We have fallen down to the top 10. Stu, where would you think we are?
Honestly, I would think. I mean, my first guess would be one, was where we should be. But assuming you're bringing this up for a reason, I mean, maybe some countries have moved ahead of us. Maybe we're 15, 12.
Okay, so, all right, 12 or 15. Jeffy?
We've got to be in the top 10, right? If we're not
10.
number one.
Okay, got top 10. I would say top 5 or top 10. Where are we?
46th.
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 In freedom of press. 46th. America, you better wake up now. You better wake up. Our neighbors have better wake up. They better wake up. Now, here's the good news.